Hello everyone, welcome to Maths classes. Let's solve question number 3 in exercise 4.2 quadratic equations. Chapter is quadratic equations, class 10 NCERT Maths. The concept is finding roots of the quadratic equations. Word promise. We are using factorization method. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. So, we don't know the numbers. Let's assume the numbers first. Let number 1 is x and the other number, that is number 2, is y. They have given that sum of the numbers is 27. So, x plus y is equal to 27. Okay, this is the first equation. And they also gave product of the numbers is 182. Product means multiplication. So, x into y is equal to 182. This is the equation 2. If we want to find two variables, we don't know two variables here, you have two equations. So, it is possible to find the variables. If we have one equation, we can find only one variable. If we have two equations, we can find two variables. If we want to find two variables and there is only one equation, then there is no possibility to find that two variables. Here, there are two unknown variables and two equations. So, we can find both the variables. So, from the first equation, you can write y is equal to 27 minus x. Let's substitute the value of y in the second equation. X into 27 minus x is equal to 182. X into 27 is what? 27x plus into minus is minus. X into x is x square is equal to 182. So, if we want to write in the order of powers of variables, first we will get x square minus x square plus 27x. If 182 comes to left side of the equation, it will become minus 182 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. We need to find the two numbers. So, what we will do? We split the middle term. For that, what do you do? Take the coefficient of x square, which is minus 1, into constant minus 182. So, you got minus into minus is plus, 1 into 182 is 182. This 182 should be split into two numbers n1 and n2. Their product n1 into n2 should be 182 and sum of the numbers n1 plus n2 should be what? Coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? It is 27. So, we should select such numbers. 182 is a somewhat big number. If the number is 20 like that, we can easily tell 4 5s are 20, 2 10s are 20. 182 is big number, right? So, how to split into two numbers? Let's do prime factorization of 182. 2 9s 18, 2 1s are 2. Next, 7 1s 7, 7 3s are 21. 13 ones are 7, 13 ones are 13. So, 182 is equal to 2 into 7 into 13. So, now you can easily split the number 182 into two numbers. How? 182 can be written as what? 7 2s are 14. So, 14 into 13. Let's check. 14 into 13, product is 182. So, product is satisfied. Let's check the sum of the numbers. 14 plus 13 is what? 27. So, sum is also satisfied. So, you can take 14x plus 13x. In this way, you can split the middle term 27x. 27x means how do you split? 27x is equal to 14x plus 13x. So, minus x square plus 14x plus 13x minus 182 is equal to 0. Here you have x square, here you have x. X square can be written as x into x. So, in the first two terms, you can take x common. Let's take minus also common. Minus into what is minus? Here you have minus. Minus into what is minus? Minus into plus. x into x is x square. Next, here you have minus and this is plus. Minus into minus is plus. So we get minus here. Minus into minus is plus. X already came outside. In the second term 14 is left. Then we already know 13 into 14 is 182. So 182 is what? 13 into 14. So you can take 13 as common. You will get x minus 14 is equal to 0. Now in the first term and second term, if you observe, x minus 14 is common. So let's take x minus 14 outside. So what is left in the first term? Minus x is left. In the second term, plus 13. Now you are able to factorize the quadratic equation. We need to find the value of x. X minus 14 is equal to 0. X is equal to 14. Next, minus x plus 13 is equal to 0. That means minus x is equal to minus 13. X is equal to 13. They have asked us to find the two numbers. If we assume x is equal to 14, then what will be the value of y? Here we have y is equal to 27 minus 6. So 27 minus 14. 20 minus 10 is 10. 7 minus 4 is 3. So if x is equal to 14, y you will get as 13. Here you got what other value of x? You got x is equal to 13. So y will become what? 27 minus x. So 27 minus 13. 20 minus 10 is 10. 7 minus 3 is 4. You get 14. So the two numbers here you got is 13 is x and y is 14. So the two numbers are 13 and 14. One is x, another is y. If x is 13, y will be 14. If x is 14, y will be 13. This is the result. Next question. Find two consecutive positive integers and sum of whose squares is 365. They are telling the integers are what? Positive and they are consecutive. Consecutive means what? The numbers are just adjacent to each other. The number consecutive to number 10 is 10 plus 1. You can 10 11 or 10 minus 1 9. Okay. Next, sum of those squares whose squares is 365. Let's solve it. So let integer, they are telling positive integer. Integer 1 is x. So what will be the second integer? Integer 2 will be what? Consecutive. Consecutive means for 2 the consecutive number is 3. And 1 will also be consecutive number. For 5, 5 plus 1, 6. So you can take x plus 1. Okay, first integer is x, second integer is x plus 1. Now they are telling sum of whose squares? Squares of integers they are telling. Square of first integer. First integer is x, its square will be x square. Next, square of second integer. What is the second integer? X plus 1. Its square means x plus 1 whole square. What is x plus 1 whole square? X square plus 2x plus 1. How did we get this? A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Here a is x, b is 1. So you get a square means x square plus 2 into x. A means 2 into x into 1, 2ab. X into 1 is nothing but x. So 2 into x is the second term. B square means 1 square. So you get 1. So after finding the squares, we found the squares. They are telling sum of the squares will be 365. Sum of the squares means first integer square is x square plus second integer. What did we get? Square of second integer x square plus 2x plus 1. Sum. We did sum means addition. What are they telling? It is 365. So x square plus x square is 2x square plus 2x plus 1. This 365 comes to left side will become minus 365 is equal to 0. So 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0. So if you observe, 364 is also divisible by 2. Here 2, here 2. So let's take 2 as common. You will get what? X square plus x minus 182. So if this 2 comes to right side, it will become 0 divided by 2. 0 divided by 2 is nothing but 0. So we got the quadratic equation here, x square plus x minus 182. Let's factorize it and find the value of x. We will use splitting the middle term method. So coefficient of x square is 1. The constant is minus 182. 1 into minus 182 is minus 182. Okay. We should split 182 into two numbers n1 and n2. The product of the numbers should be what? n1 into n2 should be minus 182. And the sum of the numbers n1 plus n2 should be the coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is what? 1. So we should split 182 in such a way. Now 182 is a big number. So guessing the two numbers is a bit difficult. So what should you do? We should do prime factorization. So let's do prime factorization. 182. 2 9s 18, 2 1s are 2, 13 7s are 91. So you got 182 means 2 into 13 into 7. See, this is 182. Now if you take 7 into 2, it is what? 14. 14 into 13, you can write like this. So 14 into 13 is 182. You want minus 182. So let's write plus 14 into minus 13. Plus into minus is what? Plus into minus is minus. 14 into 13 is 182. So you got minus 182. So product is okay. Then let's find the sum. 14 plus minus 13. 14 plus minus 13 means what? Plus into minus is minus. So 14 minus 13 is 1. So sum is also satisfied. So the two numbers you should consider is 14 and minus 13. So you should write x square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 is equal to 0. Here you can take x as common. X into x plus 14 minus 13. You already know 182 is what? 13 into 14. So if 13 comes outside, you will left with x. Minus into plus is minus. So you get plus here. 13 into 14. In these two terms, this and this, what is common? X plus 14 is common. So x plus 14 into x minus 13 is equal to 0. So x plus 14 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 14. Next, under factor, what did we get? X minus 13 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 13. Here, observe carefully. They said that the value of x, the integers are positive integers. See, minus 14 is negative integer. So, you should not take minus 14. You should take plus 13. So, first integer is 13 and the second integer is what? X plus 1. 13 plus 1. That is 14. So, the two consecutive integers are 13 and 14. This is the answer. Next question. Altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeters less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeters, find the other two sides. So, they have given it is a right triangle. So, right triangle means what? Is the angle will be, one of its angle will be 90 degrees. So this is base and this is altitude and this is hypotenuse. If base is x, altitude is y, hypotenuse is z, we know that Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite side square, that is altitude square, plus adjacent side square, that is base square. This is Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite side square. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. This is what Pythagoras theorem. So you can write z square is equal to y square plus x square. Based on this, we will solve this problem. They told that altitude of right angle triangle is 7 centimeters less than base. That means altitude is depending on what? Altitude is depending on base. So let us consider base first. Let base of right triangle. Base of right triangle is x. They told that altitude is 7 centimeters less. So, altitude of right triangle will be what? 7 centimeters less than base. Base is x. 7 centimeters less means x minus 7. They have given that. Given hypotenuse of a right triangle is what? 13 centimeters. We should find the other two sides. That means we should find the base, we should find the altitude. Let's find it. We know that hypotenuse square is equal to what? Altitude square plus base square. So hypotenuse square means 13 square is equal to altitude square x minus 7 whole square plus base square, that is x square. 13 square is what? 169. X minus 7 whole square. We know the formula. A minus B whole square is equal to A square minus 2AB plus B square. Here A is what? X, B is 7. So you should write A square means what? X square minus 2AB. 2 into X into 7 plus B square, 7 square. This plus X square. So you get 169 is equal to x square. 2 7s are 14 minus 14x. 7 square is 49 plus x square. So 169 is equal to x square and x square you have 2x square minus 14x plus 49. So if 169 comes to right side, it will become 2x square minus 14x plus 49 minus 169. That means 0 is equal to 2x square minus 14x minus 116 plus 49 is minus 120. So 14 is divisible by 2, 120 is divisible by 2. Okay. So you can write what? You can take 2 as common. 0 is equal to 2 into x square minus 7x minus 60. If 0 by 2, if 2 comes to left side, you will get x square minus 7x minus 60. So if we change left hand side of the equation to right hand side, this x square minus 7x minus 60 will interchange the terms on left side to right side and right side to left side. 0 by 2 is what? 0. 60. How can you split the middle term? You should take coefficient of x square into constant minus 60. What do you get? Minus 60. How can you split this? Yes, you can take 12 5s is 60. So 1 into minus 60 is equal to minus 60. This should be split into two terms, n1 and n2. n1 into n2 should be what? Minus 60, and n1 plus n2 should be coefficient of x. Coefficient of x here is minus 7. So 60, how can you write? 12 5s is 60. You need minus 60. So let's write minus 12 into 5. You get minus 60. Now do sum. Minus 12 plus 5 is what? Minus 7. So both product is satisfied and sum is satisfied. So the numbers you should take is minus 12 and 5. So x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. What term is common? X is common. X into x minus 12 plus 5 into 12 5 is 60. So 12 will be left. So what do you get common? X minus 12. So in the first term x is left, in the second term plus 5. So you are able to factorize now. X minus 12 into x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now x minus 12, if we equate x minus 12 to 0, what do you get? X is equal to 12. This is one answer. And if x plus 5 is equal to 0, what is x? X is equal to minus 5. What is x here? X is the base of the right triangle. Base means that is the length. Length will never be negative. So you can't take this value of x. X will not be negative because it is a base of a right triangle. So the base of the right triangle will be 12 centimeters. So altitude is what? Altitude is x minus 7. Altitude is x minus 7. So altitude will be what? X minus 7 means 12 minus 7. 12 minus 6 is 6. One more you should subtract, you get 5 centimeters. So altitude of the right angle triangle is 5 centimeters. The base will be 12 centimeters. This is the answer. Base is 12 centimeters. Altitude is 5 centimeters. Next question. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed that on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and cost of each article. Let's do this. They are telling cottage industry produces a certain number of articles in a day. We don't know how many articles it will produce. So let us assume that let number of articles produced in one day is equal to x. Okay, it was observed that on a particular day the cost of production of each article. So they are telling on some day, on one day, particular day means on some day. Okay, cost of production of each article means what? Cost of production of one article. Cost of production of one article is what? 3 more than. 3 more than means 3 plus twice the number of articles produced on that day. Twice the number of articles produced on one day is what? X. So they are telling twice the number. So 3 plus 2x. 3 more than, that means 3 plus twice the number of articles produced on that day. Twice means what? Multiplication. 2 into. Thrice means 3 into. 4 times means 4 into. Here they give twice the number of articles. Number of articles produced on one day is what? X. Twice means 2x. So you got cost of production of one article is 3 plus 2x. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90. They are telling what? Total cost of production is what for one day? Total cost of production for one day is what? 90 rupees. Okay. So we know that what is the cost of production for one day? If one article price is 3 plus 2x, what is the cost of price for they are producing x articles? So it will become x into 3 plus 2x. Number of articles produced into cost of one article. If suppose one dairy milk chocolate is 5 rupees, what is the cost of 3 dairy milk chocolates? That means 3 into 5. Okay, that means count of articles into cost of one article. Here also the total articles, number of articles they will produce in one day is x. So count into what is the cost of one article? We know that cost of one article is what? Cost of one article is 3 plus 2x. So x into 3 plus 2x. Then you will get total cost of articles produced in one day. You got the total cost, that is equal to, they gave it is 90. So you get what? X into 3 is 3x plus 2x into x is 2x square. This 90, if it comes to left hand side, it will become minus 90. This is equal to 0. If you write in order of powers of variables, you will get 2x square plus 3x minus 90 is equal to 0. We need to factorize this equation to find the value of x. How do you factorize? Take coefficient of x square, which is x square coefficient is 2 into constant minus 90. What do you get? You get minus 180. Okay, this 180 should be split into two terms, n1 and n2. n1 into n2 should be what? n1 into n2 should be minus 180 and n1 plus n2 should be what? Coefficient of x, which is 3. Okay, these two conditions should be satisfied. How can you split this? Minus 180, let's see. What is the easy way? If the number is big, we should do prime factorization. So let's do prime factorization for 180. 3 6 are 18, 60, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. Again 3 4s are 12, 2 2s are 4. So you got 180 means what? 3 into 5 into 3 into 2 into 2. This is what? 180. So let's see. 3 3s are 9. 9 2s are 18. 18 into 5 2s are 10. But the sum of the numbers 18 into 10 is 180. You need minus 180. So minus 18 into 10. If you take the sum, you get what? Minus 18 plus 10 is 8. Minus 8. But he should get 3. So you cannot take this. Let's see again. 3 5s are 15. 15 3s are 45. 45 and 4 if you take, again sum will not be satisfied. So how can you think again? 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 5 3s are 15. Yes. These two numbers. And these three numbers if you take. 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15 into 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. Okay, you need minus 180. So take plus 15 and minus 12. Okay, plus 15 and minus 12. Product is satisfied, minus 80. Do sum 15 plus minus 12. What is this? You get plus 3. So you can split this 3x as 2x square plus 15x minus 12x minus 90 is equal to 0. X you can take common, you get 2x plus 15. And what can you take here common? 6. Minus into plus is minus. So 2x minus into plus is minus. 6 1s are 6, 6 5s are 15. So the factors you get is x minus 6 and 2x plus 15 is equal to 0. X minus 6 is one factor, x minus 6 is equal to 0. Then you get x is equal to 6. The other one, 2x plus 15 is equal to 0. 2x is what? Minus 15. X is equal to minus 15 by 2. What is x here? X is the number of articles produced. Will the number of articles produced, can it be a fraction? Can it be a negative number? Not possible, right? Articles, that is count of articles, will always be a positive number. So minus 15 by 2, you cannot consider this minus 15 by 2. So the answer is what? X. X is what? Number of articles produced in one day. Number of articles produced is 6 articles are produced in one day. They are asking to find number of articles produced and cost of each article. What is the cost of one article? 3 plus 2x. So 3 plus 2x, that is 3 plus 2 into 6. So 3 plus 12. So 15 rupees. You get 15 rupees as the answer. Cost of each article is 15 rupees and number of articles produced in one day is 6. This is the answer. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share and subscribe.